The AREWA Consultative Forum has endorsed the ban on the open grazing of cattle put in place in the south of the country. The decision was taken at a meeting in Kaduna with Miyetti Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria. The herders agreed that ranching is the best option and that they are waiting for government's policy to stop open grazing across Nigeria.
Well, let's now bring in the National Publicity Secretary of the AREWA Consultative Forum, Emmanuel Yawe, and of course, he's live in Kaduna. Emmanuel, thank you so much for being here. And of course, Emmanuel, looking at the fact that that statement just says that your forum has actually approved, the agreement by the southern governors, 17 of them, to actually ban open grazing. Can you talk to us about, how you were able to reach this compromise amongst yourselves?
Well, we are an organization of all northern people, AREWA Consultative Forum, and our decisions are normally arrived at after wide consultations down the line. We are represented in every state, every local government, every senatorial ward in the north. And it's only when we consult widely that we come to a conclusion. And about 2 to 3 weeks ago, we had a meeting in Kaduna, and Miyetti Makaban sent representatives, they sent their leader, who came and appealed to us. He told us a lot of pathetic stories. He said, first and foremost, their children do not go to school. And because they do not go to school, because of roaming all over the country to supply the needs, the meet needs of the citizens of this country, they do not go to school and they do not have any skills. So they become very, very vulnerable to people who hire them for banditry and for kidnapping. They don't want this kind of lifestyle. They want to settle down so that their children can go to schools the same way our own children go to school. They say because they roam around so much, they are exposed to danger from animals, rodents, all kinds of dangers, and even from their fellow citizens who often raid their cattle and rush through them and take them away. So they decided to protect themselves because they are not protected by the government. That's why you see some of them going about with guns and all that they are tired of this kind of life. That if the decision is that they should stop roaming around, they'll support it. That they prefer to settle down in one place and face life like every other thing. It was a result of this presentation that we resolved that, look, just like the northern governors had decided, these people should be settled. The federal government should come up with a policy of ranching and then let them settle, since they have themselves. The problem used to come from them refusing to abandon the age-long and archaic way of raising cattle. But now that they have decided they want to settle down, we should support them to settle down. That is how the decision was arrived at.
I know that at some point, it seems as if everybody in the north was against the idea of banning cattle rearing and herdsmen taking their cattle in the normal routes that they take. So at what point did it become something that is popular in the north? And do you believe that there are still some governors that probably still feel that cattle herders should be able to travel wherever they wish?
No state government in the north believes that these people should be allowed to roam the whole country like that. They've come together. The northern governors meeting under the leadership of Governor Lalong of Plateau State have decided that, look, ranching is the best way. Lalong himself has started this process in Plateau State, and it has worked very well. And Makaban, Miyetti have seen the benefits of ranching. Their cattle are fatter, they produce more milk because they don't have to roam from Sokoto to Lagos. They stay in one place And there are grasses that can be grown, and through irrigation, the cattle will eat throughout the year. You don't have to move from Sokoto to Port Harcourt, or Sokoto to Lagos, or that kind of a thing. You're not taxing. It's taxing for somebody to trek from Sokoto to Lagos a long distance. So they have accepted it. That this is a better way to live. So no state government in the north accepts that this way of life should continue. And they made some calculations, and they discovered that Lagos alone makes more money at the abattoirs because they tax every cattle that is slaughtered, every cow that is slaughtered in the abattoir in Lagos. Every cow that is slaughtered there is taxed. And they made some computations, and they discovered that Lagos alone makes more money than any other state, all the state governors in the north put together.
I guess it's a good thing that that National Livestock Transformation Plan, was introduced sometime in 2019, and of course it's supposed to run to 2028. And more states should key into that now that we've seen more compromise in terms of allowing, ranching as a solution instead of having the herds and the herders roam around. Thank you so much, Emmanuel Yawe, for joining us tonight on the program.